I think we overpacked. Jackie Blue.
Jacob here. We are cubicle escapees wandering the world.
Today we are here in Santiago, Chile, and on this bed is everything that we have for the next 6 months, except for 2 articles of clothing. It was laundry day.
And let me tell you, going to the laundromat in just your swimsuit is kind of interesting.
I can't believe we hold all this here. This is crazy. It's so much stuff.
Superbly organized on the bed. Camping gear, clothing, tech shit. Let's start with camping gear.
We each have a backpack, cruise. We have hiking poles. We have a tent pole, tent stakes. Gotta have your hat. We have very important sleeping pads and sleeping bags. Make for a very comfortable night. Our Jetboil camping stove. We each have a collapsible bowl plate and spork. We have our aluminum foil pouches for cooking food. Must have cord. This is our solar rechargeable inflatable Lucy light, the other woman in Jacob's life. We have a headlamp. We have a Sawyer, 2 different Sawyer water filtration systems, and a back flush, tent patch kit. My little knife, isn't it so cute? We have all of our water bags.
One of the things that I have come to love a lot are these water bottles. So all of our water bottles are collapsible. We have a few that are more the standard, I think, like the Sawyer's bottle or the Platypus bottles, but these actually have the wide mouth, so you can take a really good swig out of it, and you can also fit your Sterapin into it. Also, it's really easy to fill up in a rushing stream. The wide mouth is really nice to have.
We were able to bring with us some of our homemade dehydrated meals, cleared through customs. A deck of cards for those rainy days or early evenings. Mr. Bucket. Mr. Bucket, he's a favorite. What are those safety things? Oh, it's a compass. Another knife. And our bivy stick, which is our communication device. Oh, this thing is the best. Let me tell you, this thing has revolutionized my life. It is the FlexTail pump that pumps up your sleeping pad while backpacking. I hate nothing more than getting done with a long day of hiking and to hyperventilate trying to blow up my sleeping pad. So this little thing blows it up. Love it. Sterapin. We have an emergency kit. We have our rain pants. And that pretty much wraps up backpacking gear.
Warm climates, Santiago, Chile, Colombia, and also colder climates, backpacking in Patagonia and Bolivia. Here's what we've got. I have 2 pairs of pants and 1 pair of shorts. I have 10 pairs of socks. Some of those are cotton. They will not be coming backpacking. They're for city life. I have 7 shirts. 3 of these are not coming backpacking. They're for city life. I have base layers, some smart wool sweaters, and tights. I've got plenty of underwear, bath bag with the usual minimal items, glove, hats, buffs, some silky pants to wear around the house. I feel like this was pretty important here.
I call them your silky man pants.
You have basically identical pants, and you don't call them silky woman pants. Those are just your pants.
No, those are just my PJ pants. But then when you're wearing yours, those are silky man pants.
They're pretty silky. They're nice. Laundry bag, a couple of jackets. That's my down jacket, and a wool lighter jacket. And then here we have a couple of microfiber towels that we will use because we will inevitably end up in a hostel with a shitty towel or something like that, or no towel. So we're coming prepared with that. I've got my Danners and my camp/water shoes.
I feel like I already hate like everything that we brought.
You just went to Sierra and bought all this stuff.
Okay, so this is what I brought clothing-wise for about 6 months in South America, mostly hanging out around the Patagonias. So lots of warm gear. I have big fat poopy gloves. I have a wool hat. Inside of it, currently I have all of my socks and underwear. I got 2 sports bras. I've got a little more than a week's worth of socks and underwear. I have a fanny pack. My, what's that called? Bath bag. Very minimal. Look at that. Ah! I have got 2 buffs. I love a good buff. Keep the dust out of your mouth. Oh, there's all my socks. I have 4 t-shirts and 2 tank tops, 1 pair of hiking pants. I've got 2 pairs of leggings, 1 pair of shorts, a skirt, a dress. Oh, all my smart wool. This is like gold. Got a couple of smart wool long sleeves. I've got a pullover. I've got a sweater. I've got a little jacket, plus a fleece and a puffy. So hopefully that keeps me nice and warm here in Patagonia, plus a couple of outfits to wear while we're here in Santiago or beyond. I also have my very stinky hiking shoes, which is very important. I have a bag for putting them in case you need to travel with them and they're stinky. And my $5 sandals. So that's it. That's all I have clothes-wise for the next 6 months. I feel already like I've overpacked. Like I thought I am an intense packer. I know how to go light. And like I really tried to cut it down. And I'm like 4 tank tops. Did you need 4 tank tops, really?
Did you really need that 3rd pair of underwear? Here is all of our tech. We have an actual laptop, charger, and headphones, and this is the bag that fits half of this stuff. Next, we have a tablet with a keyboard, so it kind of doubles as a small laptop. We've got our party box, the speaker, and, of course, low-tech lentes. Then coming down, we have a surge protector and a converter, because US, Argentina, and Chile all have different plugs. We have our power bank. These are the ones that we kind of use and will come with us backpacking. This guy will just hang around for that night when we are when we need a phone charge and the electricity goes out. Then we have batteries for the camera. We have some microphones, our disk space, and we have a bed lamp because we've been in a lot of places where there's just no light except the one on the ceiling in a bedroom. And it's really nice to have a little night lamp. And then we have a few spare cords, adapters, things like that to make sure we can connect to whatever we need to. A USB key, which we've used many times for printing things at Papeleria. Some more headphones, and this is actually a little toy that was small enough to come with us. It gives us the temperature and humidity. Then we have the whiteboard. Yep. A necessity. And the primitive whiteboard. Notebook with a pen.
Something we use all the time that costs less than $3. When we are traveling, we bring some little grocery bags that stuff into themselves. You can put it in your backpack, put it in your fanny pack, and when you stop by the mercado or the supermercado, you have a little bag to put your stuff in. These are lifesavers. So one of my favorite things is our travel tea kettle. This little sucker pops out and you can have hot tea or ramen soup even if you are in the crappiest of Airbnbs. It saves a life. Even if you're like in an airport, you can use this. It's amazing. It is probably my biggest luxury.
Here's a luxury item that Jackie and I carry with us. A razor. Not too expensive and pretty small, but with this, we can cut our own hair, we can trim our beards, we can trim other places, and it's rechargeable and it is pretty light. And so we've determined that this is saving us having to find a barber shop as we're going around town. I realize this is very ironic for me to be talking right now because my hair is a fucking mess and I haven't used this in a little bit too long. Bzzz.
It's time to pull it out. Look at how woolly this is. Woolly.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you might be thinking traveling light and you bring a cup with you? Like a cup? You can find a cup anywhere, right? Well, we bring cups pretty much everywhere we go because honestly, no. A lot of hotels or hostels or whatever, you have like a paper cup. You can't be drinking out of a paper cup. We bring Hydro Flask hot cold mugs. So if you got some hot chocolate, they keep that warm. If you got a little bubbly water over ice, it keeps that cold. It doesn't sweat. They're very sturdy. This one you might think is a luxury. Absolutely a necessity. Everything fit into this backpack. This other backpack because Jacob's backpack was slightly too large to be a personal item. This rolly bag and this little backpack for moi.
I would love to be like a hobo with just a knapsack on a stick. I just want to take a nap.
Time to put everything away.
Oh, that was tedious.